Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza, the personal history, adventures, experience, and observations of Ryza Stout, the younger of Blunderstone Rookery, which he never meant to be published on any account. I'm the mysterious JG.
I'm a Ryza. I'm Lethal Feline.
So we're actually going into episode 21. We got 20 episodes behind us, and I actually took a minute to inventory the titles, because there's been a few times I panicked and wasn't sure if I'd already used something. So, looking back, for those keeping score, we got a couple of we didn't really start this gimmick until video 4. I've reused And the Funky Bunch, and then I reused The Destruction of Jared's Sin. The Funky Bunch was back-to-back, so there's no excuse for that, but I want to pat myself on the back for having gotten The Destruction of Jared's Sin right, because I've never actually watched Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared's Sin, so that's, I think that's pretty impressive. Now, what's also impressive is the advances that the Ryza and the rest of the Wu-Tang Clan have made, because not only have they built a new hideout out in the woods, they've even learned to detect when forests are crying and can seek plot monsters. So we're going to go investigate that right now.
What could it be? It could be anything out in those woods crying.
Well, I mean, you're kind of right. It could be the forest is crying. It could be the forest is actually pretty happy. It's like, could be crying with joy. There could be some kind of forest wedding going on out here. Bubble fun.
Well, I always wanted an Atelier inside me, and now I have one. Time for another adventure. Let's try to discover something new and possibly terrible.
Wasn't that like a Madonna song? Like, I've always wanted your Atelier inside me back in the day.
Pretty sure you're right.
Okay. Well, I accidentally zoomed
right.
when I meant to run. I don't know if you get to drink for that or not, but it's
Depends if you're lens stabbed or not.
Oh, there's some kind of plot ahead.
Plot course towards plot.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Sheeps are crying, but why?
The forest is a sheep. It's sheeple.
How did that goat get up in that tree?
Because it's the greatest tree climber of all time.
Well, it looks like it's coming down. What were you doing up in that tree, clearly female goat?
Bah.
All right, I don't know what I was expecting, like you start talking like people speak. Well, wait, goats like to eat paper, right? You want some paper, don't you, Miss Goat?
Goats McGoats. Bah.
I'll take that as a yes. Now wait here and I will get you some paper. I'm gonna have to synthesize it because that's what I do.
That's just how I roll. Sneaking atop trees. Requester Arbor Ruins goat. That goat in the forest seemed hungry, so I guess I should bring it some paper. We need to bring a Zettel with quality over 40, and if we succeed, we get a goat hoof stamp.
Presumably made on the same paper.
Presumably, yes. Alright, well that's something, and yet I still feel like we haven't exactly found what is the forest crying. I don't think the goat's it, really.
Maybe the goat is just like some sort of like mountain god or similar, right?
That could be.
That's gotta be it.
Yeah, that's what anytime I see something and I'm not sure what it is, my first guess is usually mountain god. Well, there's a big puny.
Pretty big, I guess.
Alright, lethal sizes and everything when it comes to punies. It's also something to be said for how you use it. We're gonna bypass that just because, I mean, I think we could beat it now, but like, I mean, after I load, we can just like raffle stomp it, so why show it being difficult? Why show game progress as part of your Let's Play? I see no reason. Boing, boing. So just because we've had a lot about... Yeah, somebody mentioned back in video 1, Americans always think the anime imagery is over-sexualized. It's a shame. This is the most wholesome game ever. You're totally right, person who said that in the comments that I'm misquoting. But then you've got Ryza running in place, and you're like, okay, but we're not seeing it when it's not there. It is there. It's a super wholesome game where they just decided, let's have a lot of, very, barely restrained boobies going on. So what's going on? The entire forest seems to be on edge, but there's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it's real strange. Something's up for sure.
If you're sure something's wrong, we should head back before we get ourselves into trouble.
Yeah, you would say that. No.
No. I'll come back with Claudia to find your bodies. Oh, here you go. This is a friendly-looking fellow.
Kind of crystalline super beast. I feel like we've seen this creature before.
Maybe in the intro movie? I feel like we should be analyzing it and then have a quest to kill 5 of them to get a reward. What the heck is that? Monster! Super scary monster!
What? I can't feel my legs. I'm having a stroke.
I got tingling on my left side. Somebody get me some pear aspirin, quick!
Well, Bernie, this is not funny jokes if you haven't someone suffering one of these. But anyway, go get him.
I didn't even scratch it. Now what do we do?
Well, we should probably run like the dickens, but I can't run. My legs feel like rubber.
Yeah, run. We have to run. Yeah, whatever. Punks ain't even worth my time.
It waggles with dominance.
What just happened?
It just sort of powdered off. Or maybe it just wanted to let us go. I don't know.
Hurry, we have to get out of here. Come on.
What the heck was that thing? Some kind of Pokemans?
It's just left a message that says, "This is my fourth, bitch." I have no idea, but I'm with Tao. There could be more. We need to retreat and stay alert. Welcome back. So what happened?
Well, we found a goat, and there was this giant. I mean, we can talk about it later. For now, let's just head back to the island. We're spooked.
Huh? What's going on? Respond. Communication with the Ryza has ceased. Conduct an investigation immediately.
Everybody knows something about Pokemans. I should go talk to him.
There seems like some kind of nerd that watches Pokemans. Bronco, by the way, has gotten into the original, whatever the first season of Pokemon, it's been retroactively given a name other than Pokemon. But he is into Pokemon, which Bobo is enjoying because it's better that than Paw Patrol.
Yeah. The original Pokemans. I don't know what its God-given name is. That's just the Pokemans I grew up.
It's got some kind of how we're supposed to call Star Wars A New Hope now. It's like Pokemon. So it has some subtitle, but
the Kanto Chronicles.
The
or
Kanto
something.
Chronicles. The Kanto Chronicles.
Sounds
It's the tale of how Ash Ketchum does battle with the Hojo to obtain dominance over the Kanto.
Yep.
All right. Well. So now, we have everyone's changing, too. As they look around Ryza's new atelier, the adventurers sense the presence of something deeper within the forest, blah, blah, blah. So they gotta go contact Impel. So I'm pretty sure that we'll go back by ship, just in case there's anything to miss. But, yeah, this is where I entered into an exciting adventuring time of... oh, shoot, I'm gonna have to actually run to minimize the risk of accidentally advancing the plot. I want to run back to the hideout, but this would be where to load the game and actually have acquired some goodies, because we got several screens worth of stuff at our disposal here. Not just this screen, the whole next screen where that monster was. You can go right back to where that plot monster showed up, it's not there anymore, and we can wander around and kill shit and grab stuff. And perhaps more importantly, the cave where we fought those kind of our first boss that you're really meant to be able to lose to without it being a plot necessity. The enemy actually comes back, and the plot alchemy item that it drops becomes farmable. So it's actually really useful to go back there, because I thought at first we were limited to just a handful of those purple ores we got from the plot battle, but I was able to get more and actually, you know, use them to do shit.
All right. So just regarding all the urgency we had to just GTFO away from whatever that horror was.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Nothing to worry about. So in this reality, and not that I didn't bother to showcase exactly our stats before, but now everybody's got their second tier Woppet, but it's a B. And everybody, like, I think the border scale that Tao had is now on Lent, because he's like the least needy as far as stuff. We got a nice new chain vest for Tao, even though I wanted to give everyone border scale. It just didn't fit Tao as well. And then she's got a nice border scale. The stats, the overall stats are just way better. Everyone's got Nardi rings, everyone's got pendants. The equipment is significantly better. Also, I don't know the easiest way to showcase this. I guess I just want to come over here. Oh no, I know how to do it. We go to Gathering Tools. We can choose, like, this is our old Reaper's Scythe. It had Cut. Its traits were critical and healing. Our new Reaper's Scythe has Speed Charge, Expensive, and Sponge. I guess I don't care about that. But it has Cut and Gathering Up L, which means every time we use it, we get a fuck ton of shit. Like, you chop down a tree and we get like 20 freaking items. This actually can be annoying because you have very limited carrying capacity when you're not in town.
Not in town.
Not in town. And similarly, the Woodcutter's Axe. We had just Chop. But the one we actually have equipped is Gathering Effect Up S. For whatever reason, I couldn't get L. It was just going to be a lot harder. But it's better.
It's also rather devastating.
It is rather devastating, isn't it? I want to make sure I didn't accidentally end up on the crappy old ones while trying to show off the new ones. So while we're here, we could do a quick tour of the areas that I did my off-screening at before we advance the story. So if we were to come up this way, if you go up that far north path, we just kind of hit a wall of crystal that we can't currently interact with. I'm sure the story will have us going there eventually, but it don't want us there now. But in the meantime, I'm running past these. Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, we should have that large puny we could still fight.
Yeah. Figured I would do that. And then show off kind of quasi-neat area beyond that. I'm avoiding enemies here to save time. All of them would be kind of a joke at this point to fight. And I think that has a lot more to do with our gear than it does with having leveled up over the course of that. Whoever in the comments pointed out that the scythe is much faster to swing at enemies and also afflicts them with a different debilitating thing, thank you, because you are correct. Way easier to hit these guys with the scythe.
Not sure if it registered there, but we did hit it.
We did hit it. So we're taking like 2 damage. She takes like 2 damage. She was taking a whole lot more before.
The big puny here. The biggest of all punies. It still has a lot of health, but we'll carve through that using our special moves.
Yeah, our offense is better with our new Woppets, but it's really the defense has just gotten a lot better.
Oh, it's getting larger. Seems like a
It's
bad
engorged. So it's handy to kill them before they do the fancy thing he was going to attempt to do. And we get a giant booty ball, which seems like a contradiction of term. I'm assuming we need a bomb rod to get through that. Don't know for sure.
You can't hit it with your axe.
No. I mean, you can, and it just laughs at you.
It's all gonna laugh at you. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that particular Adam Sandler skit.
No.
Unfortunate. Oh well. Now you know how it feels, JJ. When references are lost in the mist.
If it's Adam Sandler, I'm probably okay. And moving along.
Adam Sandler will never recover from this.
Yeah, he's weeping into his enormous mountain of cash.
While Rob Schneider, sits beside him.
So if we were to swing up here, we got various stuff we could look at here. There's mushrooms. There's weasels. But if you come up here, we end up at a place that is known as Weasel Home. And as you can see, there's a lot of weasels about. They're all pretty much standard weasel fights. But there is kind of a neat thing back here. You could, like if you break through that, you get to that. It's just resources. There's nothing real fancy going on. But hey, check this shit out. A giant weasel.
Pretty big, I guess. The mama weasel, huh?
The mother of all weasels.
This is how we got rid of the weasel problem on the island, or on the mainland, rather.
St. Patrick came and drove away all the weasels.
Oh no! Pissy boss mode.
We'll take that.
Rare draw.
We get all that stuff, and now you come in here and there's a treasure chest, and I kind of forgot. Having opened the treasure chest, I don't remember what was in it, but it was alchemy stuff. We can fight these guys.
As you might expect.
We can fight these guys if we want. They're just regular old weasels. We just murdered their mother. I feel like we can probably spare them.
I was gonna say those are the weasel versions of Batman.
That little loop down to the very south we can't get to. And I guess we've already seen the rest of my off-screening was all done in the cave where we fought those golems, because there's pretty good shit that you can gather there, but you've seen it. We can actually get back to the story now.
Also, it took us back to the Ryza's room, so we're back on Kirkin Island.
We are, and I'm thinking if we advance the plot, eventually headquarters truly becomes the hideout, but for now, yeah, you still warp back here. But since we're going to go see Monocle Mick, what's his name, we might as well be here.
Let's trundle over to Old Town Residential.
Oh shoot! I did forget to do one thing.
Oh no!
We actually, I think I finished that goat quest off screen. I tell you what we need to do just to be completionists. I apologize. This is sloppy. We do need to go back and load that game.
Are you gonna save the progress we got from killing the giant puny ball and the mother?
Nah, I don't think I care.
Okay.
So if I come here, we'll have to go trigger the goat quest again, and then we can solve the goat quest if we don't already have the goat quest listed. I don't remember if we do or not.
I think you did. I think you did after that. Let's see. Goat milk. No, those are all done.
Yeah, I did the sneaky atop trees. Oh crap! I might have. We might have. Okay, we can still make this work. It is within our power.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna load the game before we went to your super awesome equipment time.
You know, the very worst case scenario is I've made it so that I'll have to go replay a bit of game.
This must be a very enriching goat quest. JG's gonna put all this work to make it happen. If we can't make it happen here.
What I'll do is, yeah, I'm just like,
you did save right before it, so it should be that one right there, the 9 p.m. one.
Oh, You're right. It would be the 9 p.m. one. Okay, we can still do it then.
I was gonna say the 6 p.m. one is after your grinding. I did make note that wow, he did all the grinding like today.
It was all today. Yeah, all of it was today. Nothing was done during the week while listening to prior videos to come up with hilarious titles for them to have.
Mm-hmm. Goats.
No, I think
because you did save. Where are we currently? Are we in the Riz's room?
no, we're in the hideout.
No,
Okay,
we're
this
here.
is the right one. This is the right one. So we'll probably have some plot stuff. We'll have to.
We could make the Zettel while we're here.
Do we already have the recipe? I kind of felt like, for whatever reason, I felt like we got the recipe by knowing we needed it. But if we need the Zettel, we can do that.
We have made Zettel before. I'm almost certain we have. I remember seeing it as one of the things we could make out of something else. There it
Okay,
is.
you are correct. So what we need is the best quality possible.
Yes, this goat will not be satisfied with anything but the best.
Can't be giving it some garbage.
The quality is currently 70, so it's pretty good. To make it 89. All the natural cloth. 104. Is that even legal? It has like another bar. That'll take it down to 98.
Yeah, weird. It will actually not boost it. It'll
So
open up whatever.
104.
It'll open up that. You know what? That's good enough. That's some fucking high quality Zettel. It's Zettel. It's swell.
Do-do-do.
Man, I hope the goat I haven't met yet appreciates this Zettel.
If it doesn't, I'm gonna be very sad. Forever. Thankfully, it's daytime now.
Makes it easier to see tree goats.
As opposed to the other kind, like mountain goats.
Lantern tree. There's the weasels. We'll be killing your mother in the future.
Weasels will be ripping our flesh.
Alright, we can skip this. Yeah.
Although the goat needed to get its line in.
Come on, game.
So I didn't expect you to skip it that time.
Wow, I can't believe you want to skip my content. It's so good. All right.
Alright, Goatberg.
Bop. Complete.
Here's the paper that I promised, and you definitely understood I was gonna bring. Go ahead and eat up.
Paper.
On paper.
Bop.
Hell, why isn't he in it? He must be nervous. I'll turn around. I'm just gonna leave it here on the ground, okay?
Back away slowly from the paper, the Ryza.
Off screen so I don't have to actually put it down. Oh, crap, you're stepping on it.
Bah. Well, that would explain why we have a goat stamp.
Okay, bye. Come on, after all that trouble of making it before I even knew you were here? Huh. There's a hook right in the middle of it, just like Lethal Thunder would be. I guess I'll have to hold on to this for now for undisclosed reasons.
Also, for undisclosed reasons, this makes me incredibly happy.
Where'd that goat come from anyway? It just wasn't always in the tree, right?
Well, you know, when a mama goat and a daddy goat love each other very much, they have a special goat hug. There you go, folks. It was desperately important that we see that. So, I'm glad that Lethal had the quick thinking necessary to prevent that from turning into off-screening. Meanwhile, I can't warp back to the Atelier for some reason. This is weird.
And we can't just load from anywhere. We learned
We
that in
can't.
prior videos.
Oh yeah, it's either go to the menu screen or I don't know
Go
why I
to the
can't
house.
hit the button that would normally send us back. It's weird.
Maybe it's because there's enemies around.
I think
don't
it's
know.
because of the main quest. In this reality, we haven't met the scary Pokemon,
Nah.
so the game doesn't want us to like go back to the island without meeting the scary Pokemon.
Bye, Lynn. Bye, Lynn.
Ah, the Risen. By the Risen. All
For
right.
the Ryza.
Through the Risen? There we go. Now, at long last, by the shores of the sea, our quest for this goat thing is
I have
over.
bad news. You lowered the save 9 p.m. save. You need to load the 6 p.m. save.
I thought...
Maybe lethal. No, lethal is in fact correct yet again.
As ever. Okay. Well, the load time for the game is better than the skip time for any cutscene, as we found out.
There we go.
All right.
I mean, the save files are pretty small looking at that screen. Only, 3.15 megs.
Yeah, they're like Allied General
Floppy
size.
disk.
You could fit Allied General in one of these saves. All right, so we're heading for the Stout living room. Stout does seem like a family name that suggests they're rather large people. Let's see what I can think of this time to prevent us from moving on.
Well, I hope that the Ryza doesn't come at a late time of night to ask about Pokemons or some nonsense.
As long as she's not, like, flitting around outside of my house trying to figure out goat quests.
And then you just hear, like, that noise when there's flesh on glass. It's her face against the glass.
Is she, like, reading this dude the riot act? What's going on here? You know,
It's all, you embarrassed me so much in front of my parents. I can't believe you did that. We are not involved. That's the subtext there. What is that racket out there? Sounds like someone's rubbing their face on my windows.
Will Empel open the door? Will JG make silly jokes about how he's Liquid Snake and therefore the goat must have been like decoy goat? We'll find out all the answers to these and more next time on Let's Play Atelier Ryza.
See you then, viewer.